Also looked very striking when they were included in films and on TV, and that helped to build the company's brand. And it was then in the late 90s that things really began to turn around. They've had this astonishing run of success over the last 10 years. So in October 2001 they launched the iPod.
There it is, right there.
MP3 players were already around, but they made it look much more desirable, much smarter than MP3 players had looked before. They made it very easy to use, both with the click wheel on the front and also with the simplified operating system. And crucially, they plugged it into iTunes, which meant there was a very easy way to get your music onto the device. And a year or so later, when they opened the iTunes store, there was a very easy way to buy digital music as well. And from that point on, 10 years ago, they've released one hit product after another and rarely faltered. So we've had the iPhone and several updates to the iPhone, all of which have been enormously successful. The iPad, which took tablet computing and has had all of their competitors chasing to try and come up with something comparable. The MacBook Air is a phenomenally successful, lightweight but very powerful computer. It seems as though for about 10 years they've done no wrong. The closest they've come to faltering is the Apple TV, which even that hasn't been a failure, it just hasn't been a huge success like their other products. It seems that he has worked on structuring the company to carry on without him. He's known that at some point he would no longer be running the company, so he's instilled his way of working, his system of beliefs right the way through that company. He even would decide things like the food that was served in the canteen. The whole company is built in his image. All of his closest vice presidents, the key people around him, were handpicked by him. They've worked with him for a very long time. They know how he would think and how he would want to take the company forward. And beyond that, it's going to be a plan that's put in place by people he handpicked and trained and developed to carry on without him.
You know how many committees we have at Apple?
No.
0. We have no committees.
No committees.
We are organized like a startup. One person's in charge of iPhone OS software. One person's in charge of Mac hardware. One person's in charge of iPhone hardware engineering. Another person's in charge of worldwide marketing. Another person's in charge of operations. We're organized like a startup. We're the biggest startup on the planet. And we all meet for 3 hours once a week, and we talk about everything we're doing, the whole business. And there's tremendous teamwork at the top of the company, which filters down to tremendous teamwork throughout the company. And teamwork is dependent on trusting the other folks to come through with their part without watching them all the time.